I get a certain itch every time I see Sonic and Shadow. Like, I actively try to avoid these two motherfuckers because my brain can't handle it. Like, I'm actively trying to stop myself from turning into a 7-year-old every time I see these motherfuckers. I realize and have accepted I'm never gonna be too old for Sonic. I really don't give a fuck. I just replayed like 4 hours of Sonic Frontiers, and brother, I was in fucking heaven the whole time. I gotta say, it's the greatest game I've ever played in my life. It's just Sonic. All right, you put Sonic in front of me, I can't stop smiling. Crazy enough, my first Sonic experience was this bullshit right here. Which, crazy enough, as a kid, I still loved like hell. Everybody around me was telling me how garbage the game was. You put this blue motherfucker in front of me, I don't care. I finished the whole game as a child. And I literally could never put it down. All the glitches and bullshit like that, I just turned the game off and turned it back on. I didn't even acknowledge it. The thing is, as a kid, I was a solidified Sonic fan. Right? Shadow, he was cool, whatever, but I didn't give a fuck. But then my cousin handed me a disc one day that was literally out of the box. Shit was loose in his hands, it had fingerprints and stains on it. He said, don't worry, play this and come back to me. That disc he handed to me was the greatest game of all time, the Shadow the Hedgehog game. Holy hell. For anybody that never got to play this shit, let the OGs talk about this shit. I was legit 4 to 5 years old playing this shit. I had no business being on this. Only reason it got past my mama was because it said Shadow the Hedgehog. She even see the sniper rifle in his hand. This was probably the greatest experience I've ever had in my life. Shadow was the coolest motherfucker I've ever seen. The amount of times he told Sonic to shut the fuck up and get back to shooting. Oh my god. They were aliens, they were motorcycles, they were axes, they were powers, they were like giant monsters, buildings crashing. Like, this was genuinely the greatest shit I've ever played. That shit made me a Shadow fan for the rest of my life. Again, I can't look at this picture too long without itching. I just need all my millennial homies to pull up and talk about this game. This shit was so beautiful. If they were to come out with a remake of this game, they could take every one of my dollars. I don't need money if I got this game. Deadass, I love this shit so much.